back, Smith Boys Podcast. Ken and Darren here. We got a Thanksgiving Day football game breakdown today, baby. Detroit Lions, Buffalo Bills, brother. What's on tap, brother? What we got here?
Oh, man.
Break it down for me.
Well,
Break it down!
it just got real interesting because the Detroit Lions just went into the New York Giants and smacked them around all afternoon.
You ain't seen that before.
And the Buffalo Bills got snowed out in Orchard Park, New York, and so they ended up playing this game in Detroit.
Against the Browns.
Against the Cleveland Browns, yeah. So they got into Detroit late last night, and so now
beat the Browns.
Be here. Yeah, they beat the Browns 31-23, so they're going to be here all week long.
Wait until Thursday.
And now the Lions are coming off 3 wins in a row, 2 wins on the road. They literally smacked the hell out of the New York Giants, 31-18. And it wasn't even that close, to be honest with you, because the Giants scored a garbage touchdown there at the end and missed a 2-point conversion. So,
what planet am I on?
I'm telling you, you're on Grit Planet. You're on Planet Grit. That's where you're at right now. You're on Planet Grit. That's Dan Campbell's world where he's having 12 espressos and 18 macchiatos before 10 o'clock in the morning.
A little cafe milk of bullshit.
Yeah. So I don't know, brother. I mean, I look at this game against the Bills, and I got to be honest. The Bills to me have been struggling coming into this. Josh Allen has got a bummed up elbow, and I see this as a Lions game where if they win this game, brother, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the most hyped Thanksgiving game I can remember in quite some time.
It's going to be
3 wins.
Big time.
Yeah.
Woo! 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 All right!
Yeah, it's going to be huge. And I think that they win this game. Oh, man. This town's going to go berserk. They could be 5-6, facing 500, and I think they got some favorable matchups. They got the Jags, they got the Panthers, they got the Bears, the Packers. None of these teams are any good. They got the Jets. The Jets are the best team record-wise, and they're not even that really good.
They could run the table, brother.
I don't want to get ahead of myself here, brother.
You gonna get ahead of your skis?
Huh?
You gonna get ahead of your skis?
But they still got to play Minnesota yet, though. And Minnesota's playing the Cowboys right now. That's really the only team that I think, if the Lions continue playing the way they're playing, would have any shot of beating the Lions.
What about Green Bay at Green Bay?
I think Green Bay sucks. I think they are baked.
They're baked, huh? Yeah, they have not been good this year.
Yeah,
and at that point,
from what I'm seeing no signs of life.
Last game of the year too. At that point, Green Bay could be so far out of it, they just don't even play Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah. So, but going into Buffalo here, I was talking about it after the post game with the Giants game. And it's almost like everything is setting up perfect for the Lions to win this game in upset fashion. Because it's like, what are the odds that Buffalo gets snowed out of their stadium and has to put up shop in Detroit and live in Detroit for a week in the hotel room and not sleep in their own beds?
1,000,000 to 1. 1,000,000 to 1.
It was 1,000,000 to 1 shot, Doc. 1,000,000 to 1.
And they just have to sit there and wait till Thursday to play the Lions. And it's just like, they're not going to be comfortable. No. They're not going to have the best practices going into this game. They know that they're dinged up. Their quarterback's dinged up. They're not playing their best football. And then they got to look across the field and they got to look at tape and say, man, the Lions have won 3 in a row. They're playing their best football. They're coming off
Bills
the game.
Don't give a shit about that.
They've come off a game with the Giants where the Lions just played their best game of the year. They just played their best
Lions
game of the year.
played their most complete game of the year.
I would say so, for sure.
Yeah, their most complete game of the year.
And I don't want to say the Bills are going to be worried because it's the Lions, but still, I think this is a game set up to where it is possible the Lions could just play spoiler and just what the hell, and win the game. And now you're looking at the Lions and be 5-6. They're damn near 500, and they'll have knocked off the 7-2 Giants. What are they now? 7-3 Bills.
7-3 Bills.
They've beaten 2 division rivals that have kicked their ass for decades: the Packers and the Bears.
Yeah.
So brother loves when I get into this, man.
Yeah,
when I get into this, man, it's like
he's rattling.
You better pay attention. I got to edit that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I'm just so impressed with where they're at. I don't know. I'm speechless. I really got to say I'm speechless because I watched that game very intently. I watched that game, like I said, with a different pair of eyes. I mean,
Well, we're pre-gaming the Bills here. So what worries you with the Bills? What do the Bills do that is so...
It's Josh Allen for sure. It's the running game that the Bills have.
The receivers, Diggs, Stephon Diggs stretches the field.
Stephon Diggs,
they got a good
running
defense.
wide open, and they got a pretty good defense.
They play it all, man. They're a complete team.
Yeah, they're a very good team.
There's a reason why they were
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl
title game last year.
There's a reason why they were one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl this year. There's a lot to scare you with the Bills. And it starts with Josh Allen. It really does. Because the guy's a superstar.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He really is. I mean, he's an MVP type guy.
Yep.
But
I'm ready to get my prediction. I think the Lions are going to win. I got to be honest.
You're predicting the Lions win. You son bitch.
Yeah.
You sick man.
And I think the Lions can put points up, so I'm going to say 29-17 Lions.
You're a sick man, brother.
Well, that's
you
where
are
I'm going
sick.
with it.
Get this man out of here.
Yeah, get him the hell out of here, will you, please? Get him out of here. Throw him out.
Riding the lightning, brother.
Let me look at your eyes.
Yeah. I'm riding the lightning.
Jeez.
Isn't that the song Dan Campbell had at the...
No, that was something about
freight train
running down on there.
No, whatever song that is.
But the Lions are riding the lightning.
Lions are the freight train right now.
Lions are riding the lightning though right now for sure.
Yeah.
That horse is bucking and they ain't coming off. So, but I ain't picking them to win. I ain't that stupid.
They look I'm telling you.
Buffalo. I got Buffalo winning. And as good as their defenses kind of seem to turn around, I still think Buffalo scores points. Lions always have trouble against running quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks, and Josh Allen is one of the best, and he can do it all. And he's big enough to run defensive players over.
I think they're showing a lot of moxie right now. Lions are showing a lot.
Yeah, they're playing
confident.
confident. They're playing confident. They really are.
Yeah, no, they've taken it to a new level, and they're winning 3 games in a row. And I think they've kind of taken on the attitude of the head coach a little bit. I think they've bought in. Maybe that's more than anything is that they're finally starting to buy in a little bit more into this Dan Campbell thing and this grit attitude. And you start to string a few wins together, and that can really change a culture. That can at least really change your mindset, and it can really show you, yeah, this is what it takes. You have to work this hard to what it takes, and then it becomes habit.
What's the Bills got stats wise?
Bills.
Yeah. What do they do statistically? And we'll do a comparison, more of a breakdown. Because going into this right now, I'm going to say my predictions is I'm going to say Bills win 30-17. Is my prediction. Bills win 30-17.
Well,
how do they rank?
Offensively, they average 28 points a game, and they're second in the league. They average 434 points, which is second in the league. Passing yards, 304, which is third. Rushing, they get 130, which is ninth.
So they're top 10.
They're first in third down conversions with over 50%.
Wow. They're a damn good team. So they're top 10 in everything.
Time of possession is 20 minutes. Points allowed, they are second at 16.8. Total yards against 320. They stand 8th. They're a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're damn near top.
Yards 14th.
They're damn near top 5 in everything. It sounds like.
Statistically, they're a pretty good football team.
Yeah, they're a very good football team. They're well coached. They're disciplined. But their quarterback is a little dinged up right now because he plays the game like a maniac.
The shitty thing about the Lions is it just sucks that they just started playing football 3 weeks ago. I mean, if they could have done a few more of this, figured out that they are playing, football before week 8 sometimes would be nice. Because now you're so far behind the 8 ball, and that's what the Lions love to do. That's my only complaint with the Lions is they love playing behind the 8 ball all of the time, and that's where they live. They have lived,
and that's why they get so many garbage time statistics throughout the years. But they're usually down 20.
But John Madden once said the season don't start until Thanksgiving. And he's kind of right about that. There's a lot of truth to that because now is where teams start to separate themselves and you're starting getting into the colder part of the year, and it's just tougher football.
That's true. That's a good point.
I don't know if the Lions really. I mean, we have to take a look here at what are they 4-6 now? I mean, what's the playoffs here?
4-6. Yeah, the second in the division. Second in the division behind the Vikings, who only have 1 loss.
Let's take a look here.
What are the Vikings? 9-1. They're playing the Cowboys right now.
Well, I think it's safe to say that they're not going to catch Minnesota, right?
No, it'd have to be a wild card spot.
All right. And there's only 2 wild cards, right?
I think so, yeah.
They have a long way to go. Well, San Francisco is 5-4, and the Giants are 7-3. There's 4 divisional winners, and those all 4 are in.
And the Niners play tonight on Sunday Night Football, I think.
Yeah.
Or is it Monday night? I can't remember.
It's tomorrow night, yeah. So
They need some help.
Yeah, you need some help. You need some help.
They'll get a little bit of help because the Giants got to play within their division. A couple of good teams. They got to play a few good teams because the Washington football team, Redskins, whatever they are now, is turning around. They're pretty good now, and so the Giants got to play them. They got to play the Cowboys, who are good, and they got to play the Eagles, who are good. So the Giants could be staring a few more losses if you want to catch them, and then the Niners are. They made some late trade deadline moves. They got Christian McCaffrey now.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are expecting them to really make a run and maybe be a Super Bowl type team. But with Jimmy Garoppolo, you just never know. I feel like with Garoppolo, you kind of got Jared Goff.
Well, I don't know.
Kind of similar guys.
To me, I think Jared Goff is playing a little bit better football than Jimmy G right now, in my opinion. I mean, after today's game, Goff is not flashy, but he hit a lot of third downs today. I thought that were crucial, man.
Third down is always crucial.
Yeah, and they just kept drives alive. And then it was just the turnovers. The Lions played really, really solid.
Yeah, they've been a lot more disciplined the last few weeks than I've usually am accustomed to seeing them play.
The other thing is Dan Campbell, I thought, coached a pretty solid, smart, conservative football game. He didn't make any boneheaded mistakes. He made the right calls when he had to. He didn't go for the 4th down. I thought that this was key, too, because we talked about this. Lions' first drive, they marched the ball right down the field there, and it's like inside the 10-yard line, whatever, and it's like 4th and a yard. And I'm like, is he going to go for it? Is Riverboat Dan going to go for it? And I was like, to me, get the points. You're on the road, get the points, right? I mean, and that's what they did.
So early in the game.
So early. I mean,
get on the board, get some confidence.
Yeah, let this drive be a success.
Don't go for it and risk not getting it and giving all the momentum to the Giants.
For sure.
Get yourself some momentum and get some points, get on the board.
Yeah. So I hope that I see that he's done that a lot in these few wins. He's kind of taken a back seat on making some of these boneheaded decisions.
So maybe he's not a baboon anymore. Maybe he's more like an orangutan, because they're a little smarter. They're a little more educated.
I don't know. But I think that you're going to see that going forward, and I think you're going to see that against Buffalo. I really
Buffalo's
think...
a different animal, though, man. Hoochie Mama?
Yeah, Hoochie Mama.
Hoochie Mama! Hoochie Mama!
But I'm going to go 29-17 Lions.
How do you get 29?
Yeah.
Can you score 29 in a football game?
Yeah, you scored 29.
Seems like an odd type number for a football score. I'm going to go 30-17. Bills win.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll bring you a post game probably a day after Thanksgiving. I got to work on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be watching it on my phone at work, texting brother back and forth, saying, "You believe what these sons of bitches are doing, brother?"
Yeah, it's going to suck, brother. Because, we couldn't do it all. We could live stream it. We could do so many different things with it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
We'll bring you the post game day after.
On Friday,
so
yeah.
Until then, Smith Boys.
See you guys.
Out.